30, a survivor's story. For the first time, the man wounded in a shooting inside the Blue Martini is telling his story. That man's brother-in-law was killed.
And so far, police have not charged anyone in connection with what happened nearly 2 weeks ago. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is live tonight in Fort Lauderdale with the story. Ted?
Jim, and Rudabay, tonight that man is out of the hospital and he's giving his first public account of what happened inside the Blue Martini. It was 2 weeks ago when those shots were fired.
I'm good, you know, a little sore.
Andrew Cook speaking for the first time, recuperating from a gunshot wound to the stomach. It happened 2 weeks ago at the Blue Martini at the Galleria. He was there with family, celebrating the life of a relative who died recently, when suddenly he said he saw his brother-in-law, Arnold Person, in some type of confrontation with retired DEA agent Andre Clark. He said he couldn't hear what it was about.
That's when Arnold grabbed this guy's arms and they were up against the bar. And mind you, there's a lot of people at the bar. They lost balance, fell to the right, and that's when the first shot went off. You know, I actually saw the muzzle fire from the gun, and that's when I realized I was hit.
Arnold was shot and killed, pronounced dead on the scene. Fort Lauderdale police have not charged anyone at this point, saying our detectives are looking into what occurred prior to the shooting. We are also in contact with the DEA regarding Mr. Clark's employment status and firearms records.
Why was he in an establishment like that with a firearm?
The family is questioning why Clark would even have a gun in a bar.
He should not have had his firearm in Blue Martini, and if he did not have it in there that evening, we would not be here right now.
Clark's attorney said Andre was legally justified in the shooting. As a retired federal law enforcement officer, he was permitted to have a handgun with him at the time. He went on to say he was not the aggressor and he acted in self-defense. That said, this is a horrific tragedy for all involved. The attorney for the family said this is not a case of self-defense.
The go-to defense in Florida is I'm standing my ground, self-defense, you know, and it gives people, you know, and individuals who are doing the wrong thing a little bit of wiggle room to avoid for being held accountable for killing people.
And police tell us the man accused of firing those shots is cooperating with this investigation. Meanwhile, we are also told that this case will eventually be turned over to the Broward State Attorney's Office to determine if charges will be filed. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.